Solomon ibn Gabirol, Avicebron. Born in Málága, Andalusia, in 1021 or 1022, Solomon ibn Gabirol was a poet and Neoplatonic Jewish philosopher. Until well into the 19th century, he was known only by his Latinized name, Avicebron, and was assumed to have been either an Islamic or a Christian scholar. His great contribution to philosophy is his argument that everything, including the intellect and the soul, is composed of matter and form, a version of Aristotle's Hylomorphism. Gabirol seems to have been financially well off, but nevertheless suffered a hard life in that he was lonely, cursed with ill health, and fell afoul of powerful foes. He may have been afflicted by lupus vulgaris, a form of cutaneous tuberculosis that left him disfigured. He was also beset by what other Jewish Spanish philosopher Moses ibn Ezra called an irascible temperament, and could not rein in the demon that was within himself. His discourse was often sarcastic and mocking. In Zaragoza, to which he moved in his teens, Gabirol's mocking wit won him powerful enemies, and he was forced to interrupt his studies in the Talmud, grammar, geometry, astronomy, and philosophy until he found a patron in Samuel ibn Nagrilah, the Grand Vizier to the kings of Granada. Before long, however, Gabirol managed to alienate him as well, and having done this, became an itinerant poet-philosopher before dying young in 1050, 1058, or 1070, possibly the victim of murder. His chief work, Fons Vitae, Source of Life, which he wrote in Arabic and that was later translated into Hebrew and then into Latin, is a Neoplatonic philosophical dialogue between master and disciple on the nature of God's creation and how understanding our own nature, what we are, can enable us to discover our purpose and thus live with meaning accordingly. He saw all existence as being reducible to three categories: God, matter, and form, that is, creation, and will, the latter functioning as an intermediary between the first two categories.
Are you a philosophy student or just have a general interest in philosophy? Since ancient times, brilliant philosophical teachings and dialogues taught by great luminous minds have deeply elevated the way we think and live. The Complete Philosophy Primer is a comprehensive, organized, easy-to-read, and all-encompassing guide specifically written for students in their first college-level philosophy course, as well as anyone with an interest in philosophy. With this jam-packed philosophical guide, you will optimize your knowledge in philosophy, logic, ethics, its history, and branches. Learn philosophical concepts, term definitions, and biographies. Find lists of essential books, films, blogs, websites, and other resources. Improve your writing skills, learn how to argue effectively, and most of all, learn how to be a better student. Order your copy today to philosophize your mind and illuminate your wisdom.